What's up, y'all? My name is Alan Sheriff, aka Alan the Sheriff of all things innovative, and this is the ATS Podcast. Here on the ATS Podcast, we talk about all things science, technology, and psychology related, and it's my hope that I'm making the world a better place, one new episode at a time. Quick updates, make sure to go down to thesheriff.com and check out some of my Apex merch, and also don't forget to check out some of those donation links. Remember that 50% of every single thing that I make goes to science, technology, and climate change initiatives. So remember, help me help you make the world a better place. Let's get into it. The first subject is science. Now, I read an article from neurosciencenews.com, and it talks about patients with spinal cord injuries who received stem cell injections from their own bone marrow who experienced significant improvement in motor functions. Now, this clinical study is the culmination of extensive preclinical laboratory work using MSCs from Yale and Sapporo University colleagues over many years. That's the University of Yale and the University of Sapporo in Japan. Now, these patients had sustained non-penetrating spinal cord injuries in many cases from falls or minor trauma several weeks prior to implantation of the stem cells. No serious side effects had been associated with the injections, while noting both neurological and functional improvement. And professors of the study also stressed that additional studies will be needed to confirm the results of this preliminary unblinded trial. They also stressed that this could take years. Despite the challenges, they remain optimistic based on their results. There's a lot of controversy around stem cell research. I myself, every time I think of stem cell research, I'm sure everybody else probably has that one thought in the back of their mind that just rises to the surface immediately, oh, where are these stem cells coming from? Let's keep it real here. I hope these stem cells aren't coming from children. There's so much not children, the fetus of basically fetuses. And you just hope that, everything that's being conducted here is ethical, but it's pretty ethical. I mean, they talk about how they're taking these stem cells from these patients' bone marrow. And but the thing you always got to keep in mind is that, stem cell research, like I said before, it comes with a lot of controversy. I did a little bit of reading, and it's just really important to be careful with these stem cell research projects. They always have to consider, where are they taking the stem cells from? How are they putting them back into the body? When are they putting them back into the body? There's a lot of factors that come into play. So it's good that, they're going to continue doing some more extensive research on this. Yes, it's definitely needed. I hope they continue to act with the utmost care, and they exercise a lot of caution. And yeah, I hope that, this study comes out well. In the case that it does come out well, we'll all just be walking around as a part of one big family of undefeated anime characters. We all just have those self-healing capabilities based on our own stem cells. You know what I mean? It's just imagine two people going head to head, and then one person has the other person just with a broken arm. The person with the broken arm is you underestimate my true power. And then he just calls out to his doctor, Klaus. Klaus just runs up with a syringe and injects it into his arm. He's like, yes, sire. And the dude with the broken arm says, yeah, just wait a few minutes. Don't worry, I'll heal at some point, or or maybe just a few days. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about this process. And the dude across from him says, what are you talking about? We got to continue the fight. He's just yeah, it takes a couple days, but don't worry. It'll be just waiting for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Just be patient, But yeah, I hope everything works out. And also at the end of the day, I hope we don't get too bougie, with research too. I hope we focus more on things like improving organ functionality and fighting disease, because a lot of people just focus on other benefits like anti-aging and stuff like that. But I mean, look, Brett, at the end of the day, nobody wants to look like the haunted mask that Carly Beth wore in Goosebumps. Okay, nobody wants to look like that. But look, bro, just exercise, eat healthy, get enough sleep, do some yoga, and I'm sure you'll be fine. Let's get on with the next subject. Now, I read an article from Scientific, the subject is technology. I read an article from the Scientific American, and it talks about how decoy sea turtle shells containing tracking tech are new weapons against beach poachers and traffickers. Now, researchers have combined GPS technology with 3D printing to produce decoy eggs that look and feel like real turtle eggs and can track wherever they go. Now, these eggs were crafted in response to something called the Wildlife Crime Tech Challenge, a program sponsored by the U.S. Agency for International Development. They've dubbed these eggs the Invest-egg-ators, Invest-egg-ators, and they can help to really crack down on the illegal poaching of sea turtle eggs in Costa Rica. I feel bad for poachers because, Wait, hear me out. I feel bad for the poachers because for some of these poachers who just want a quick breakfast in the morning when they're poaching some of these eggs, they may be ingesting one of these eggs and not even know they may have the GPS tracking device in it. We'll probably just pop it right in his mouth like, nothing like a morning sea turtle egg to help you get you through your day of poaching. And he's found just the next day in a porta potty with FBI agents outside like, come outside with your hands up. It's like, how did you find me? Our tracking device fell out of your butt. By the way, you're going to need to pick that up for us because we're not scooping that out the toilet. But you're arrested. Put your hands behind your back. It's like I'm busy wiping my butt. Like, nah, I just feel bad for poachers in that sense. If you want to get your quick breakfast, bro, yeah, I think that all poachers should be able to get their breakfast in peace. At least get their breakfast in peace and then have them arrested. But nah, yeah, we'll just see what the poachers try and do with this. They'll probably start a whole new, they'll probably start doing this whole new thing where they take each egg and crack them open to look for the GPS device and then probably just wrap some scotch tape around each of them and see if they can sell them to some store owner out back front or something like that and be like, hey, this egg it's got scotch tape around it. Be like, hey man, I look, like the FBI is really on my case nowadays. They're just these organizations out here who are pursuing me. They're really on my case. I gotta be careful. Like, how do I expect to sell this? But nah, yeah. Let's go ahead and make sure that these poachers are getting the breakfast that they need in the morning. The last subject is psychology. And I read an article from neurosciencenews.com, and it talks about the new link between personality and risk of death. Yo, if you don't have a good personality, you'll die more easily. It's not entirely true. Let me get on to the information. Now, the study found that immune system links personality to the long-term risk of mortality. Those who score higher on the personality trait of conscientiousness on these tests tend to live longer because their immune systems have lower levels of interleukin-6. I don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. But yeah, basically, if you score higher on these tests, if you score higher on these personality tests, I believe, I think those are the tests, and you score higher on the personality trait of conscientiousness, which is a tendency to be responsible, organized, and capable of self-control, the longer you'll live. Look, man, if this doesn't scare the heck out of you, I don't know what does. Like, our personalities can kill, and that'll literally become an expression right now. Like, that's literally going to become the expression for the rest of our lives. It's like personalities can kill. Like, yo, if you see some dude trying to take your girl in the streets, bro, you just tell him. Personalities can kill, bro. If your life partner can't get their life organized and, they have a messy room and they're leaving dishes underneath the bed with rotten spaghetti and whatnot, you just tell them. Personalities can kill. If you like all these situations, like, just like, yeah, like personality. If you pump into a dude on the street, and he wants to fight you because he's been having a really bad day, because I don't know, like something really bad happened or like someone stole his candy bar. Like, look, bro, don't fight me. Personalities can kill. Like, keep yourself under control. But nah, yeah, I just didn't get the connection at first because I was like, yo, so like, can I change my personality and decrease my interleukin-6 levels, or like, what is this? Or does it come with the territory? Like, is this all natural? Like, is there nothing you can change about this? I don't know. It was scaring the heck out of me, but I don't know. Like, it's really interesting to see. Just look, people, be more conscientious and just get out there, be responsible, get organized, and and have self-control. And at the end of the day, you'll live longer, hopefully. For some of us who it's all natural for, like, all right, bet, but for some of us who it's not, it's just like, dang, cue montage of people running into the streets right now, going crazy and destroying society. Like, I can't change the way I am. I have to accept it. I'm gonna die anyway. Interleukin. Ah! But nah, yeah. Look, anyway, concluding thoughts. Yeah, don't steal eggs, y'all. Don't steal eggs. Otherwise, we'll put GPS trackers in your eggs. And not only why am I saying we? I don't work for the FBI. Not only will these agencies come to your house, break into your apartment, and take the egg with the GPS back, they'll not only take the carton, but they'll also poach your nose while you're sleeping in bed. Just like the TikTok I left in the description. Thanks so much for tuning into the ATS podcast, guys. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. And also, if you're watching this on any of my podcast hosting sites, make sure that you subscribe and hit that follow button. Thanks so much for checking me out, guys. Remember to stay happy. A healthy personality is a good personality, and well, actually, no, I don't know if that plays a big part in being conscientious. Look, just be happy, okay? And try your best to be conscientious as well. All right, everybody, take care. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the ATS podcast. Ah!